we will be explaining about our project, delete, which means deciduous leaf into paper.
Let's make it simple and short. From 2015 to 2018, the pattern of decreasing can be clearly seen by some data that we collected. I will show you the data right after this slide. We use leaf instead of logs because we don't want to use logs as it requires cutting down the trees. And lastly, harming the ecosystem itself. According to the Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources, we compared between 2015 and 2018. And we found that the total decrease of forest is about 116,199 hectares, which is a lot. If we still keep going on like this, the extinction of forests becomes larger and larger as time goes by. Next, I will explain to you why we choose these two types of trees, which are rubber trees and palm oil trees. We choose these two types of trees since they are a high demand and widely planted in Malaysia. For Hevea brasiliensis, which is a scientific name for rubber trees, Malaysia is currently number 7 from the world's biggest rubber production by country. Meanwhile, Ileus guineensis, which is the scientific name for palm oil trees, are currently in second place in the world's largest palm oil production.
This slide is about the amount of rubber production in Malaysia. You can find the amount in the first and second row, which is production and exportation of rubbers. In June 2020, 33,531 tons of rubber were produced and kept increasing until June 2021. In June 2021, 38,807 tons of rubber were produced. In short, rubber estates are expanding and will produce many foreign leaves. This slide is about palm oil trees. In 2008, the total area of oil palm plantation was 4,487,957 hectares and also increasing. We found that the total of oil palm plantation in 2019 is 5,009,157 hectares. It means that the total area of palm oil plantation is increasing and also produce high quality leaves to make papers.
Well, now let's move on to the methodology of this product. First and foremost, we need to collect some amount of dry leaf and cut them around half inches to avoid tangling when blending them later. Next, we need to soak the cut leaf into a pail of water overnight to be fully hydrated. Now, we need to extract fiber from the leaf by boiling them to break down the cell wall. For this procedure, we first need to add cationic starch into the pot before turning on the stove to prevent any explosion. For your information, we choose cationic starch because it is widely used as a white-end additive for better mechanical strength. As it dissolves, turn on the heat and add the soaked fiber. Keep stirring it every 30 minutes and check on it often. When it's fully boiled, turn off the heat and filter the water. The fiber will be easily turned off when it is ready. Make sure to rinse the fiber afterward until the water runs clear for all the chemical substance to be gone. Following that, we need to beat the fiber until it forms a uniform pulp by using a non-food blender. Then, pour the pulp into a vat filled with water and place the decal on top of the paper mold, dip them into the pulp and raise the mold. Next, remove them from the vat and allow water to drain. At this point, you can transfer the pulp layer to a flat surface covered with a damp cloth. For faster drying, put it in the direct sunlight or fan. So, that's all for the methodology.
Moving on to the results, according to our sample paper, delete, we have conducted a writing test to prove that our paper is capable of producing. Based on the result, it is proven that our paper can be written just like any other papers that we are using right now. According to our sample paper, delete, we have conducted a painting test to prove that our paper suits artists. Based on the result, it is proven that our paper can be painted without any difficulties.
Next, the marketing plan. First, we plan to distribute the delete papers to schools. It is the same method that Obon's brand has been doing for the past few years. Why do we also want to use this method? Nowadays, students love to improvise their notes to be eye-catching and unique because it will attract them more to revise and recall what they have learned at school. Plus, we can also get a review from each student to improve our product as well as killing two birds with one stone. If it turns out to be a success, we would like to open a small factory near Keluang in Johor. Afterwards, we will sell our daily products at stationery shops, Shopee, Amazon, and maybe promote it through social media such as Instagram and Facebook. If it is known worldwide by all artists, we can expand it abroad. Back to the factory, based on the data, Keluang, Johor has the largest palm oil plantation and rubber plantation, also the second biggest coverage plantation in Keluang. That means more plantation area, more leaf sources. By this, the green world can be saved because we reduce logging activity.
In brief, Dilip can help global issues, which is global warming. You know, global issues are very serious issues since it can increase our Earth temperature. So how can Dilip actually help global warming? Dilip will use leaves instead of logs. That means fewer trees are cut down. Thus, more trees will absorb carbon dioxide, one of the gases that is trapped in the atmosphere, contributing to the increasing of Earth temperature. More trees equals to more carbon dioxide absorbed, so less carbon dioxide and more oxygen. Other than that, Dilip amplifies the eco-friendly world as we reduce the usage of foods. It will lead to more greenery scenery and increasing air quality. Therefore, it lowers the number of people who can get respiratory disease, for instance, asthma and lung cancer. Lastly, it can minimize cost of living for Dilip's buyers since we lighten the cost of paper to help small entrepreneurs to purchase it.
These are the list of references that we use to make our Dilip project a success. We use some university journals and official government websites, as well as some statistical data.
Hope all the details have been clearly described. We also provided our email, so you can contact us if you are intrigued with our project. That's all for now. Thank you and bye-bye!